Technology has a good side and a bad side. In the recent days, we have seen more and more glitches or problems in the PTE exam. Sometimes there are wrong questions in the exam, and sometimes there are connectivity issues right during the exam. Whatever the problem is, the victim is you, both financially as well as mentally. In this video, I am going to talk about such issues happening in the real PTE exam and how it is affecting the examinees. I will also share you the details of how you can contact the PT to get a refund or raise a case with them in case you face such problems. Have you faced such issues? Yes, sir. I went to give the PT exam. They gave me IELTS exam. Arey Pakku, we're talking about PT going crazy, not you going crazy. Jokes apart, hello everyone. I am Anurag from Edutrainex PTE and hope you all are doing great. I am going to share with you how you deal with such unexpected scenarios happening in the real PT exam, show you some student clips who actually faced these PT exam problems and how they were managed. So like and subscribe and sit tight to watch this video right till the end. I started sharing such information when these incidents didn't start happening. The main problem began when the PT introduced the two new trial questions for the PT academic exam, which are respond to a situation and group discussion in the speaking section. Apparently, respond to situation is not a trial question for PT core examinees, but PT academic people are getting them as trial questions. First things first. So why is Pearson giving these questions in the PT academic exam? The main reason behind this is training its AI or the software called as CAT engine. These type of artificially intelligent software need more and more data to become better in evaluating the responses. And that data is provided by you guys appearing for the PT academic exam. Because not so many people are appearing for the PT core exam yet as compared to the PT academic exam. So PT or Pearson has shortage of data to train its software, and that's why you are getting these questions in the exam. You are becoming the Bali ka Bakra. Now, what crazy things are happening in the PT exam? There are still many of you who are not aware of these trial questions when you go for your PT exam, and you get shocked when you see them in the very first section, which is PT speaking. When you get them in the exam, you get nervous because you don't know how to solve these questions, and indirectly you lose all the motivation for the entire exam, thinking that you will not get your target scores because you didn't do well in these two new questions. The important part here is that these are not scored for you. So even if you skip these questions, your PT exam scores are not affected at all according to the Pearson website. So feel free to skip them in the PT academic exam. Moving on to incident number 1, when a student went to take the exam in Philippines and something unexpected happened. While doing the test, after completing the speaking and writing section, which is part 1 of the exam, there was internet connectivity problem and the test was terminated. Let's hear from the student herself how her exam experience was.
I went to the exam center 2 hours before the time. I want to be early so as not to be late, and I want to finish all the things pertinent to the examinations. However, at the start, I had to wait because the internet connection is unstable. In short, I was not able to finish the exam and I had it rescheduled. The center was apologetic and it was also their first time to experience it.
So is it a blessing or a curse if something like that happens to you? Well, for some people, it's mental harassment. The utter pressure of the exam and the preparation time that you have put together on the exam. Many of you also take leave from the work to prepare and give the exam. And if something like this happens in the exam, you need to go through the same cycle once again. It can be quite stressful. Although Pearson does not have control on the internet connectivity, in my views, they should do proper checks before beginning the exam for the participants. Now the main question is what to do in this situation. Make sure you get the person in the exam center, register a case with Pearson and get the case number, something like this student got. you still need to contact the Pearson PTE to get a free exam voucher for the exam so that you can give the test again without paying them. For other people, it's a blessing because they got to appear for the exam free of cost and got the real feel of the test. I will show you the contact details of Pearson PTE after I show you the second major technical glitch that happened to another student from Pakistan. This guy went for the PTE academic exam, and to his horror in the speaking section, he did not get retail lecture questions. Instead, he just got the two new trial questions, which are respond to a situation and group discussion. Let's hear it from him what happened.
रीड अलाउड आया, उसके बाद रिपीट सेंटेंस, उसके बाद डिस्क्राइब इमेज। उसके बाद मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था आगे रिटेल अलाउड का, वो रिटेल लेक्चर का। उसके बाद वो रिस्पांस टू सिचुएशन के 2 क्वेश्चन है। रिटेल लेक्चर
आया था ना आपको?
नहीं, वो नहीं आया।
My. Although that conversation was in Hindi or Urdu, but you still understand the real problem, or should I say, blunder. He was not able to focus properly for the rest of his exam and did not do the test properly. But he made a mistake here. He left the test center without raising a case with Pearson. But that's okay because I helped him to find the real contact details of Pearson PTE and he was able to register a case with them. Now, before I show you how you can contact Pearson by yourself if you ever face such situation, many people ask me about why I'm getting 70 score consistently on uni website or any other website. Why not in the real exam, only getting 60? The reason behind is the first of all difficulty of questions that you get on the websites versus the real exam. Also, no one else has PTE software, so you only get an estimated scores. Focus on what you need to improve, skills, rather than what the score you're getting on these softwares. Okay, time to see how you can contact Pearson PTE for any issues related to the exam the same way Imran from Pakistan did. Now, wherever you belong or whichever country you are in, you just go to the Google, like I am in Australia. So I will type PTE contact number Australia. Okay, and just you search for it. Don't click on the first link, which is the Pearson customer service. You go to the PTE Help Center, or you can even Google PTE Help Center, and this is the link where you should be clicking, pearsonpt.com Help Center. You click on it, and then you will see a lot of useful information that appears here. So it says helpful categories, and then there are a lot of FAQs or how to solve the problems. So all these areas are there. You skip to the bottom and there you see these options: chat with us live, send us a message, or call us. If you want to speak to them in person, you click here, you select your own country, in this case Australia or India, and then it will give you either a toll number or a toll-free number. You can call them and give all your details, and they will be able to register a case for you. If you are expected or if you are asked to submit a form, this is where you need to click on submit a form. You click on it, it will open a new page where you are able to select various options to raise an issue. Let's say, for example, it gives you an option: issue with my test score or booking management, issue with my account. And you can say, you can choose my test day experience. So it is something related to what happened in the exam. Now it asks you if you would like to report an issue. Then you say yes. Then you describe your issue here. Or you can either post it here or there. They have a dedicated incident form. This is the incident that happened with you. Something blunder happened. Okay. Then you should use this form. Click on it, which will open another page, and it will ask you a different set of questions about your experience in the PTE exam. So you select whichever exam you went for, PTE academic exam, and see the question it is asking you. Have you raised your incident at the test center? So ideally, you should be doing that within the test center. If by any chance you missed it, you can still do it from here by selecting no, and then it will give you the option to go to the next page where it will have all the details. Provide your name, your test center ID, your PTE ID, everything, address, and here you write what happened exactly to you. Then if you have any attach, like if you got a case number at the test center, you attach it here and then click next and then finally submit. This is how you contact Pearson by yourself, and then you can get your refund in case you faced a problem during the exam. Great. Now you know if something goes wrong while appearing for the PT exam, although mentally you do get harassed, but you know how to resolve it. I have contacted Pearson PT personally to understand why these problems are happening, and this is the reply we got. Our apologies, technical difficulties may continue to happen because of glitches. Make sure you note this email and the contact details for your reference, and if you do need them in the worst case scenarios, you will not be lost and you will know how to deal with this situation. Don't stress and watch this video on 7 PTE exam tips and approach how to learn and beat the exam successfully. Keep watching Edutrainex and I will soon be back with more informational videos on PT topics. See you soon.